Welcome fucking back. It's 2021. Film Fetish is here. We've got crazy shit for you coming up all year long. Maybe not. The world could definitely end. Here's the hoping. So I figured, for the first official Film Fetish episode of 2021, I want to talk about a great streaming service. Because you know, at this point, because everyone's at home, we're like slowly becoming the plot from WALL-E. We have Netflix, Hulu, we've got Amazon Prime, we've got Apple Plus Doc, whatever the hell that one is. But I want to talk about Shudder. Shudder's this little horror app that isn't on the PlayStation. Makes it very hard to watch because I have PlayStation. But it's a great horror streaming service. So I've watched quite a few movies from it. Obviously, look at me. I don't get out much. So I want to bring forth 5 great movies that I've watched on there that I can highly recommend just for either how bizarre they are, how gory they are, just simply how fun they are. So today, my fellow 40 viewers, here are 5 great movies to watch on Shudder. Now, first up on our list, we have a little horror film from Argentina that shocked me. It's called Terrified, and I'd scrolled past it a few times. You know, I don't really care for ghost movies all that much, but the cover is so unnerving, I had to check it out. So, you know, an hour and a half later, here I am going, holy shit, that was actually really good. It follows a team of paranormal investigators checking out this neighborhood that's had a series of unexplained deaths. And lo and behold, it's not a ghost movie. They vaguely and kind of abruptly, clearly going for a sequel baity, explain that there's a tear between dimensions and these entities have come through and they're incredibly hostile. Other than that, all you need to know is this movie is ridiculously fun, has an incredibly dark and what the fuck opening that you won't forget. The only negative I have for this film is its ending, which is kind of goofy looking. Other than that, though, you know, get ready for a shockingly effective horror film that even has those jump scares like the old Paranormal Activity movies where, you know, holding popcorn just like, this is really good. Oh, Jesus. Those kind of jump scares. So definitely check this one out. It's called Terrified. You literally can't miss the cover. Next up, we have a little film from Thailand. This time, we have a movie that basically revolves around the guy with the shittiest luck on Earth. But at the same time, he's like the luckiest. It's like the Uncharted series. It's really funny. Basically, the plot is, there's a guy who is taking a nap inside of this massive 19-foot deep pool. Even after he's been told it's being drained, he's like, eh. Then, after it's drained, he's trapped. His dumbass girlfriend gets trapped in there with him because she slips on a diving board. And then, just to add to his just really bad he broke a mirror day, a crocodile randomly strolls up and is trying to eat his dog. It slips on some beams and falls in the pool with them. That's literally the whole movie, is them two trying to get out of the pool while at the same time having to share this pool with an increasingly hungry and agitated crocodile. The movie shouldn't work. It should be the absolute most boring movie on earth, but it's not. It has so many ridiculously fun moments. And it plays it really straight that Crocodile's not the villain of the movie. This unfortunate creature is just stuck in there with him and he's just like, dude, I'm freaking hungry. You people are dying. Let's do this. What else can I say about this film? Well, 2 things I can say about this movie to close it out. One, it has some horrific CG. And I mean within 30 seconds of the film starting, you're going, oh no. But don't let it distract you from how amazing the film is, because it's not that bad throughout the entire thing. It's just in big moments. Just let it slide. Second, it has the most unforgettable twist ending probably ever. I was legitimately in tears laughing with how amazing it was. You will not see it coming. It's called The Pool. Check it out ASAP. Next up, we have a movie that I'm honestly shocked it's taken me this long to talk about. I'm of course talking about Tammy and the T-Rex, a 1994 black comedy like horror film. I guess there's not really scary moments. Came out in 1994, and unfortunately up to this point we've only ever had the PG-13 cut here in the States. Well, thanks to the wonderful bastards at Vinegar Syndrome, we finally have the gore cut, which reinserts all the badly done, just practical gore from the original release. So here we have a fully animatronic T-Rex who can answer payphones. He can tap people on the shoulder. And he has a romance with a very young, in one of her first roles, Denise Richards. Oh, and the T-Rex, his human form, is played by the first role of his career, Paul Walker. Let that all sink in. This movie is bonkers. It is a ton of fun. Their best friend's this really flamboyant gay guy that makes some of the greatest jokes in the entire movie. You have a small role by Buck Flower. He's hilarious. There's just really nothing that can go wrong with watching this movie, especially if you're trashed. Check it out just for the payphone scene. He's got a little puppet arm. It's adorable. Tammy and the T-Rex. Number 4 on our list doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. I'm talking about the documentary In Search of Darkness, which is a massive 4.5-hour love letter to 80s horror. Here, the movie literally starts in 1980, goes all the way to 1989, and is just, soak it all in, folks, because it's amazing. It's a great love letter to the genre. It's a great love letter to the people who made it happen, and it's a great love letter to people like me, the fans. Check this one out. Shudder's got it. You can't miss it. Last film of the day, we have probably the first movie I watched on Shudder, Downrange. Now, I was scrolling, I saw it. The director, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. He's a Japanese filmmaker responsible for Versus and the American film No One Lives. So I saw his name and went, oh Jesus, this is going to be gory. I read the little synopsis and went, what the hell, it's an hour and a half. I clicked on it. Now, let me first explain, this plot is paper thin. We're talking like Mark after he's missed one meal thin. But it doesn't ruin anything, shockingly. The plot is a group of friends, they're headed home from college, they're carpooling. Boom, they got a blowout on their tires, so they pull over. Turns out, it wasn't a blowout. There's actually a sniper off in the distance who's picking them off for shits and giggles. He has no point in the film other than, I'm in this tree, I'm keeping a tally of everyone I kill. That's it. That's the whole plot. And it is strangely engrossing for its entire runtime. Now, there are a couple of goofy, unintentionally goofy, let me put it that way, scenes that I'm like, oh, but they're gory enough that they keep you entertained. Because that's the whole thing with this movie. It is shockingly gory. But also with this gore, we have really strong characters with our leads who spend most of the movie hiding behind their destroyed SUV that this dude's steadily putting holes in. You've got some really great moments of people doing what people would probably do in this kind of situation. They use a metal toolbox that's duct taped to the guy's arm so they could get the keys and, start the truck. There's all kinds of great moments like that. And the movie has a standout, incredibly bleak ending that I didn't see coming, and I was, like Shia LaBeouf meme moment, like, that was great. Like, this movie, Downrange, is a shocking amount of fun. Check it out. Again, it's on Shudder. You read the thumbnail. Duh. So, enjoy. So there we go. That was my list of Shudder recommendations. Any I missed? Any list you'd like to see me do? Please leave those in the comments below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe for future content. This has been Film Fetish, and we're back, motherfuckers. Keep it lowbrow.